In this next official Property Entrepreneur podcast, I'm going to explore with a very good friend of mine, is success and failure actually very predictable in very unpredictable times? So Ant Lyons, a long-standing friend of mine and the founder and editor of YPN magazine, reached out to me recently and asked, for 10 years, you've been saying success and failure are both very predictable. Now, we're in one of the most unpredictable periods of our lives, economically, financially, internationally. And do you think that success and failure are still very predictable? Now, my initial answer to this in my head was very clear. But then as I explored it in more detail and we went into it in the podcast, there's actually a number of things to consider to establish whether success and failure for you in the next 12 months are actually very predictable. The people that get this right build a well-balanced, well-structured, well-considered portfolio of businesses, properties, and investments. Those who do not understand how to do this are hoping for a fair wind, not having the contingency and the breathing space they may need if they hit troubled water, and will be in a very, very difficult position as we head into the rest of 2022 and beyond. In this podcast, we've explored what the market's doing now, what the economy is doing, what inflation and interest rates could mean for your businesses, and how you can adjust and think in a slightly different way. So not only are you going to survive through the 12 months ahead, but you can thrive when you understand success and failure are indeed very, very predictable. This is a great podcast, being interviewed by a great guest, and it's a pleasure to guest on the official Your Property Network magazine podcast with my good friend, Mr. Ant Lyons. I hope you enjoy.